Pudge was so desperate to get with these beef cattle that she broke through her fence. Are you happy now? You want to come back now? Come on. Pretty excited about being out with them. Even if they do pick on her a little bit. This also means that Royal's probably out there too, but she's probably nursing that calf of hers. Today we're working on getting the brooder cleaned out so we can put our Serama chickens out here until it's just a little bit warmer outside. And we also need to just get this room cleaned up in general.
What do you think?
This can go out in the hay house. What we're using is, this is the cover for the aquaponics tank that I was looking for the other day. Adjust this board like right here.
Oh, so you don't want this light on?
I don't need it on now. I think I need to put them over here. Otherwise, I'm just going to have to put them in.
So the 100 are going to go in this big one?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that would be best. I didn't know. Yeah. Some will.
There wasn't good to
So our brooder is pretty long, but we have these dividers that we can put in to make separate areas. So the plan will be to have the Seramas over here for a while. I just feel like it's still too cold to put them out. And then the 100 meat chicks that are coming April 9th will go in the big open section. There is some science that says when you are brooding chicks year after year, you want to leave some of the deep bedding from last year in here and just top dress. So that's what we're going to do. I'm not sure if it's because of beneficial microbes or what it is, but we're going to stick with that science. Gavin, you can add some over the top here.
Yes, I am. Is there no light on this one? And there's some of those are full grown.
Don't you want to make your YouTube debut? So this is one of our roosters, and keep in mind, this guy is completely full grown. That's it, not going to get any bigger. So common traits of the Serama, their tail comes up really high. In fact, some of them, their tail will even touch the back of their head. They have long wings. When they stand up, these wings often, the tips get very, very close to the ground. A true Serama will have bare legs. No feathers on their feet, even though that's super cute. But these guys are going to be our garden flock. They're our garden workers, so not having feathers on their feet is really a good thing. We don't want them to be too messy. And they're beautiful. And this little flock has 3 roosters and 2 hens, and all get along. So I don't know a whole lot about this breed, but that was really impressive to see. They're not fighting.
There's water.
Look at you. So this is one of the hens, and she is not quite mature yet. She's not laying yet. And one of the characteristics as they get more mature, these tails are supposed to go more upright. So right now she kind of keeps hers, I don't know, kind of medium, but it'll get up higher as she gets a little bit closer to being ready to lay. I know. You're a pretty girl. This is Regan's favorite. All right, come down here, keep your friend company. He's freaking out because he's alone. Oh my goodness, you're excited.
Do you get 5?
Oh my goodness. You're the squirrely one, huh? So this guy looks a whole lot like the first rooster. They are brothers. There we go.
Oh, we could get babies on this kid?
Yeah.
I hope they get one from that one.
So this is our mature hen. She is laying every single day. And she is perfect confirmation. You can see how high her tail goes. She goes straight up, and again, bare legs.
Did she lay today?
She did not lay yet, so maybe she'll get comfy and get to work here. There you go.
They all like that corner.
They do like that corn. I think it's far away from me, that's why they like it. How cute is that, Gavin? Not really a fan of the handling, but that's something we have to get used to. So this guy is Mr. Beautiful.
Yeah, but he holds that chicken.
He has stripes, which I think are so pretty.
He holds that chicken right there.
Well, he's trying to mate with her. He's not hurting her on purpose. Just what they do. And look at this tail. That's a crazy turkey tail. Beautiful.
Are these turkeys?
No, these are chickens.
Yeah, I knew that, but like, didn't you say you ordered turkeys or something?
I did order turkeys. There you go, Mr. Stripes. So he's the lead rooster. He's the top rooster of everybody. He's got to check and make sure his ladies are okay. Yep, that's some grit for them. They are getting a standard waterer for now with a little bit of apple cider vinegar in here. Another thing I like to add is a couple of cloves of crushed garlic and some honey. But I was just in a hurry this morning, so I didn't do that yet. We'll get there.
Here we go.
So we've got the Seramas all set. They have got a heat lamp. They did not come from an area with a heat lamp, but they were kept inside of a heated garage. Just because this was a chicken breeding facility, and that's just how they did things, not necessarily that they were fragile and couldn't be out yet. They're not chicks anymore, but they're also not fully mature. So because we are taking them and putting them outside today, and today it's only getting about 40 degrees, I am going to leave them with a heat light. They have enough room to navigate away from it and hang out away from it if it's too much, but I suspect that they are going to be in there. It's pretty cold out today. They've got their chick starter. They are still on starter. I would normally transition them over to a regular layer feed, and the woman that sold them to me said that would be fine for them, although to do it slowly. I don't want to stress them. Traveling was hard yesterday, and they had to spend the night in the house, which was probably very scary with all those little kids watching them and the dog barking at them. So I want to keep them on their food that they're familiar with for this first week, and then I'll slowly transition them over the way you would any other animal. They have a regular chick waterer in there right now. I will transition them over to chicken nipple. Chicken water is notoriously a messy process. They knock it over, they poop in it, they get shavings in it. Chicken nipple is what we use for all of our other chickens on this farm, and that is a system where it hangs above and the chicken pecks at the nipple, and every time they peck, a drop of water releases. And our other chickens do really well on that. It's very, very easy to clean, and we're set up for that. So I definitely need them to learn it. I'm just not going to push them right now for a couple of reasons. They were stressed already from traveling. They were not used to it. We'll only make them learn one new thing every week if we can. And right now I think if I had water in my chicken nipple system out here, it probably would still be freezing at night. So we're not quite ready to do that. So we have this brooder designed so that we can have multiple flocks in here at one time. Lots of different holes where we can put lights through. This is an area where we have an extra hole. For now I just keep a piece of wood over the top of it so that my babies do not escape and so that no cats choose to go in there. Just so that I don't stress them out, I will also shut this oat bin door so that I don't have any cats lurking around. We will get the rest of our brooder ready for the rest of our meat birds, which are coming April 9th. So we have these guys taking up approximately 1/4 of this brooder. It continues to go all the way down this way. So I still have a little bit more work to do over there, but at least we got it cleaned out today and we got fresh bedding dressing on the top of it. So I'll just need to add food and water and a couple more heat lights. But you can see we have our heat lights hanging up here. And I've got 4 of these really nice Premier 1 lights. The only problem I've ever had with them is I had them hanging pretty low when I got chicks last year. It was still super early spring. And I actually had a chick that was small enough, he crawled up in here into this cage and ended up killing himself that way. Super sad. So it's probably not ideal to hang them that low where a chick could potentially do that. Unfortunately, I had to have it that low because it would not keep temperature. It was that cold out here. So I think the answer to that is probably getting chicks later in the year. instead of in March around here, probably waiting till April, and then I don't have to hang those lights so low. Ladies, where's Royal? Royal! Where is she? What? You know something I don't? Just would like to put my eyes on her and take a peek at her udder and make sure she's doing okay through this weaning process. The piece of manifesting our homestead vision that we're working on today is organizing our farm. So you can see that we've got no more garbage piles next to our dumpster, which is lovely. Everything that was frosted and frozen to the ground was loose this morning, so we got that all picked up. The boys have mucked out the horse trailer that we used recently to bring pigs to the butcher shop and pick up our cow Pudge. So now we're getting that trailer parked back in the boneyard where it lives. The boys are working on cleaning the front yard. So Royal is not by the rest of the beef cattle, and she is not in the barn or down here, so I think I'm going to jump on the four-wheeler and go out and see if I can't track her down.
Okay, we're good. Ready?
Scott, I can't find Royal.
Oh, where's her baby?
I don't see her babe either. They're not in the barn, they're not down here, they're not by the beef cattle.
You looked in the barn?
Yeah.
Here, and then we'll let her in. They're close.
Yeah. So I wonder if she hasn't nursed him yet. She looks pretty full. I bet she has not nursed him yet. Right here. Royal! Whose idea was this?
Should I let her in here?
There's no gate there. Yeah, let her in down there. Royal! What are you doing? Everyone's coming down here to see what the action's all about. Just stand up so they don't get through my gate here. Cows like to be together. So if one cow is out, it usually wants to get back by everybody else. Although if one cow is out, everybody else comes over in a hurry to try to get out also.
No, ladies, no one else is coming through here. Nope.
This is where the saying, the grass is greener on the other side of the fence came from. They're firm believers. Nope, back it up. Back it up, ladies. Hep, 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 hep. Out of the way, ladies, let's go. Hep, hep, back it up. Get on out of here. Yeah, I don't need any help from you guys. You're not getting out. Aww. Babe and Mama. Pudge! Pudge! Was it your idea to break out, Pudge? Who thought of that? Most of these girls out here are cows, which means they have had a calf before. We do have some heifers that should be bred, so that a heifer means they're female and that they have not had a calf yet. Well, hello, Miss Pudge. Ladies, look at it's your friend Royal. Hi, Mama. How are you? How are you? You're sorry about your bad decision? Did you just have enough of Pudge? Were you sick of her? Huh? Ladies, you need to get cleaned up. Lose the winter fur and all the mud, please. Let's get a count, Scott, while we've got everybody here. So we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm only counting Angus. 8 Angus cows and heifers. that all should be bred. So we're gonna expect 8 plus Royal should have a baby as well. So we'll expect 9 calves. We're out in the garden just taking a look at the strawberries and at the garlic. Garlic is looking so good. Oh my gosh, it is everywhere. I need to tell everybody not to walk in here. But look at right here. That's one. There's another one. Another. So there should be one right here somewhere. But you know, I had kid helpers. And I had a pig helping me and a cat, if I remember correctly. So we might not be perfectly spaced. There's another guy right there. And another. Got an entire row, and I bought my garlic from a great garlic place in Madison. All they grow is organic garlic. And she had so many fun varieties. I'd love to get back there again at the end of the season and get some new varieties. Strawberries are still covered with straw at this point for the most part. But boy, they are peeking through, doing really, really well. We have got the forms off the countertops now. So you can see no more black plastic on the front. Those have been snapped off. We have not sealed them yet, so this is a dangerous time. If we spill something on them, it could stain potentially. We need to wait one more day and then we will be able to seal them. And that seal coat takes a little while to dry, so we'll have to make sure that we're not touching it while it is still cooking 3 meals a day in my half kitchen, but it is so much better than what it used to be, and I'm very thankful for what we have already. Reagan is dying to get our Pakistani mulberries planted.
I just crushed this.
You just crushed it? What was it?
It was a yellow blossom.
Weird.
What was it?
I have no idea.
No, I planted it.
I don't know. So we've got our bone broth going in our Instant Pot, and we received in the mail today our Pakistani mulberry cuttings. We have 10 of those to get ready in our pot. So I've already gone through and labeled my pots, and Reagan is going to show us the rest of it. All right, how do we start? Okay, so Reagan has prepared one pot for us, and next Reagan has put her cutting into the water. Reagan did put her cutting into the water upside down, so we're gonna flip it up. You wanna make sure these buds are pointing up like this, not pointing down, okay? So we're gonna plant these right side up. All right, Miss Reagan, tell us the next step. What is that?
I still forgot.
You still forget what it's called? It's rooting hormone, okay? Good job, tapping it off, and she sticks it right in the middle of her pot. I like to stick them straight up and down, Reagan, so they're not growing off sideways.
These are green.
Get going, stay ahead of me, sister.
I can just get a couple and I'm done.
So I put an ad on our local town Facebook page looking to start my food forest, and does anybody else have anything they'd like to trade? I can give them cuttings of mulberries since I have so many of them. And I made a list of things I was looking for, mainly edibles, but also some weeping willow. And within about 5 minutes, I had 7 or 8 offers for white raspberries, red raspberries, weeping willow, couple of other things. So I'm really hopeful that as a community we can work together, because Lord knows I will not have a budget for perennials this summer, especially for my edible food forest. And I want about $2,000 worth of things, but I have a budget of about $11 probably for plants for this summer. So I'm gonna have to get creative, but I have high hopes that our little community can work together and help each other out. With the social distancing, I also made it very clear that I would be dropping off my cuttings for them, and I will be taking cuttings from them without actually seeing them, just to keep everybody safe. But I figure if this works in my town, I can go to the next town over and be willing to drive their way to get some cuttings and leave my cuttings for them on their porch. So Anyway, we'll see how that goes, but I need my greenhouse more than ever now, and right now it is just a pile of windows sitting in my front yard, so trying to get Scott motivated and excited to get me that greenhouse. If I'm already taking care of 30 cuttings that are gonna need daily check-ins and probably waterings, there's probably no difference if I'm taking care of 500 cuttings. Daily watering is daily watering. So I may as well make it count and make sure we plant it right side up. And get as many as I can and try to get our food forest and our property just filled up with edibles. That'll be good for my honeybees also. And now that I have honeybees this year, I'm vowing to be an amazing beekeeper. Or even an adequate beekeeper maybe, an average beekeeper.
I got one.
We got a package. Let's see what's in it.
We got this thing an hour ago.
Well, how come you didn't tell me? I wonder what it is. All right, keep going, sister. What do you have?
Now. Still forgot what this is.
Rooting hormone. Remember it, sister. All right, let's see what Gavin ordered. This is my 17-year-old son who ordered this.
Can I give it to him? That looks like a thing I would order.
I'm not sure what your 17-year-olds are ordering. This is what mine is. He ordered himself a new rosary today also.
Can I give it to
We
him?
are blessed to have our firstborn.
Oh, let me give it.
When you see him, you can tell him. Be into his faith and into
Look at him. Mom, you do all of it.
these sorts of things instead of marijuana, I guess.
I'm doing it too.
He keeps us all in line. All right. Are you gonna abandon mission? Here, let me take you then. You help Mama. We have to plant these. Okay, climb up. Can you help? Can you help plant? Okay, put your stick in the water. Okay, now put it in your rooting hormone. Tap it off. Remember, tap it off like this. Okay, now stick it in the middle of your pot, right here. Remember? Okay, or right there, that'll work too. All right, get another stick. Do another one. Another one, yeah. In your water, in your rooting hormone, and this is the hard part. Remember, tap, 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 tap. Now put it in the middle of your pot. That's a mulberry. Can you say mulberry?
Mulberry.
Can you say Pakistan?
Pakistan.
Say Pakistani.
Pakistani.
Mulberry.
Mulberry.
Good job. Reagan, what are we planting? What are these?
You didn't tell me the color green. What? We don't.
Tell Reagan they're mulberries.
Mulberry.
Say Pakistani.
Pakistani.
Mulberries. You're silly.
Can't put mine in.
Okay. No, we got them good enough. Now, what else do our plants need to grow? What do you think we need to give them?
Water.
Water.
Can I get them?
What else? What else does a plant need to grow?
6.
6?
Yeah.
How about sunlight?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give them a little bit of water.
No, I'm gonna do this side and you will do that side.
Okay. Watch how Reagan just puts a little bit in each one. That's good. Wait, she's gonna do all of hers first. Good. Okay, now Wilder's turn. Oops. We'll fix him. All right, put it in. Okay, all of it. Let me get you a little bit more water.
All of it? Is he
No, a little bit more. Good job. A little bit more for him, this guy.
And put some
Okay, now some for this guy. That's perfect. Good job. Oh my goodness, you guys are the best. All right, let's go toward the living room. We're gonna go out the door. Try not to drop your bucket. Oh my gosh, you're making me very nervous.
You have to open the door for us.
We'll do this one together. Don't drop your cart.
Just open it.
There you go. Okay, holy mulberries, look at all those. I've actually only eaten mulberries one time. I'm not even sure how good they are, but they're edible, and I have kids that love berries, and they're great for livestock. Also, pigs and chickens love mulberries.
Is that fruit?
So we're gonna go wild with mulberries and anything else I can get my hands on this summer.
Mom, is that fruit?
Because I'll have a lot of time with no job.
Mom, is
And
mulberry fruit?
a mulberry is fruit. And I'm pretty creative and pretty frugal. So I should be able to collect some more.
Loops.
Fruit Loops. We're not growing Fruit Loops.
What's fruit? And it's fruit.
Fruit Loops have nothing to do with fruit.
Yeah,
That's a
but
trick.
that will be
So we'll be very busy this summer, I hope. And we'll figure out how to get some more plants for our food forest.
Well, why are we
Look at how honest Peter is. How high did you have to count?
2 a minute?
Okay. Oh, wait, close your eyes, close your eyes. He wasn't ready. Oh man, he's gonna be mad that you saw him. Off he goes.
I'm gonna go tell my
Don't you tell where they hid. No, ma'am. Look at me. Reagan, don't you tell where they hid. That's not nice. They already have the cows giving away their spot and the cat giving away their spot. And Wilder giving away their spot. Behave yourself.